So Kilma Abrego Garcia walked out of a federal ICE detention center today a free man, finally. Why? Because a federal judge in Maryland, Judge Paula Zionis, agreed what we all said, that the Trump administration had no basis to hold that man. First of all, they admitted that it was an error to deport him to El Salvador back in March in the first place. So first that. Then all 9 United States Supreme Court justices told them to bring him back, including that judge. Tail between the legs. They just wanted to bring him back. So they brought him back on trumped-up fake federal charges of human smuggling. How did they bring up that? They just made up something, essentially took a traffic stop with him driving some coworkers to work from one job site to the next without an expired license or something like that, and to say he's human smuggler. They used 2 informants who were like jailbirds, who were actually in jail for human smuggling and who actually been deported multiple times, and their relatives, to make up some ridiculous story in which the magistrate judge was like, get out of here, that doesn't even sound right. In Tennessee, his case is about to be dismissed for vindictive prosecution. Kilma Abrego Garcia met the standard for vindictive prosecution. That's how messed up it is. Now, back here in Maryland, the judge was like, you tried to send him to Uganda, to Eswatini, to Liberia, and to Ghana, and all 4 nations were like, no. You know which nation agreed to have him? Costa Rica. And so he said, yeah, Costa Rica is around the same coast as us. It's not too far. The man has a wife and kids and stepkids. They want to deprive his access to his wife and kids by sending him to Africa on purpose. You know why I was on purpose? Because even though Costa Rica agreed, they tried to conceal that fact in the record. The Department of Justice lawyer who had to defend the declaration saying Costa Rica said no, couldn't even answer. She was just like, what are you talking about? You hear the declaration saying that Costa Rica said no. Costa Rica said yes, but they try to hide it. That's how crazy that this administration is. And so when you see Tricia McLaughlin, because she's already said that it's an Obama-appointed judge and she's activist, ask her, were you or were you not lying when you came on TV and said he was going to Ghana? When you said he's about to deport us to Uganda? When you said he's about to go to Eswatini? When you said he's on the library? Yes, you, Tricia McLaughlin, you said that multiple times on TV and in press statements. So were you lying? Because all those countries was like, no, we didn't. So were you lying? So you have no credibility, miss. You and your criminal band of goons. What's her face? Kristi Noem was being hammered today in Congress, as she deserves, because she is a piece of trash. Anyway, but I digress. So yeah, he's free. And we'll see. They may appeal, they may not appeal, who knows. They had a hard on for this man. He's become a cultural martyr, but he is essentially a symbolic of the ineptitude, the cruelty, the vindictiveness, the pettiness, the utter just heinous way this administration runs their things. They lie, they obfuscate, they thumb their nose, and I'm glad the judge said, you, yay. JJ Legal, Each One Teach One. Share this video so more people know. And actually, I go in deeper dive on a YouTube video, so check out my YouTube, look for this thumbnail, and go see over there.